To remember the lunar phases, we're going to start by drawing a compass rose. And for this example, we're going to have the sun be on this side of our drawing. Our compass rose, we're going to add those intermediate directions as well. And we're going to draw a little circle here to indicate that this is the Earth. You draw a little person to illustrate that this person is going to be looking up from the Earth. All right, so first thing, wherever the sun is shining, that means that as this person is looking up, the sun would be shining on this half of the moon, and it would be dark on our side. Therefore, this one, the position that is always closest to the sun is the new moon. Opposite of new moon is always going to be full moon. It's going to be growing towards the full moon. So on this side of our diagram, it's going to be getting bigger, which we know is waxing. Once a full moon is seen from the Earth, the moon appears to get smaller until it completely disappears again to the new moon. Therefore, waning is the vocabulary word for those moon phases that are missing. So now we're going to fill in. After the new moon, we barely see some of the moon. That's the waxing crescent. It's starting to appear. Then it's going to be first quarter. Opposite of first quarter is always third quarter. So you just fill that in. Let's go back to getting bigger. So we can see it halfway here. We can almost see the full moon here. So it's that other vocabulary word that starts with a G. So waxing gibbous. Then we had the full moon where from Earth we can see it all. Then we've got, it's starting to shrink again, but it's still pretty big. So on this side again, we fill in gibbous, but it's waning. Third quarter, waning just a little bit we can see, so crescent. And it would be going in this direction. So on my other side of the paper here, I'm going to flip it this time. Sun. Here's the sun's rays. Got my compass, intermediate, Earth, looking up to remind me. The noon phase closest to the sun is always new moon. So opposite is going to be full moon. First quarter is going to be up top this time because it's growing, appearing to grow and get bigger to the full moon. So opposite of first quarter is always third quarter. Now going for those in between. We have, as it's getting bigger, it's always going to be waxing. Down on the bottom, it's going to be waning because it's getting smaller. We can barely see it from the new moon, so it is crescent. Waxing, the other word, gibbous. Once you hit the full moon, it appears that it is getting smaller, but it's still big, so gibbous again. And waning crescent. This time, our diagram is moving, the lunar cycle is moving in this direction. So that's a quick and easy way to fill it in. Just read your own diagram.